So Roblox has come under fire again for posting another weird video to social media, and this time it's more messed up than weird, because instead of this time it being some weird trend that they're trying to hop on, they're actually directly promoting dating to minors, which is just absolutely messed up and horrible. So let's just get straight into it, because this is just weird. Anyways, this came up on my timeline today when I first went on Twitter, and the top text reads, "Come play through a day in my afterlife," and it's linked to a Roblox game called MonsterVerze. I also want to preface that this game is not about online dating, and that's just what Roblox has said, and it's just really weird that they've worded it like this, because it's not actually about e-dating, because, you know, e-dating is kind of against their TOS, so I don't understand why they're promoting this. But anyways, I'll just show you the clip real quick, just so you can get the full context before I explain everything else behind this. So as you can see, it's like an Ashton Hall routine video, you know, like they're just like telling you what they do in the day of a life in this game. Like, it's pretty stock standard, it's a normal video, right? And I wouldn't have batted an eye, I wouldn't make a video about it, I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't for that one part where it just says date night for no reason. Because not only is that against their own TOS, this game's also got a maturity rating of minimal, which means it's meant for like young kids. So having something say date night is just kind of weird and bizarre and not right. And I think Roblox kind of knows that by now, because dude, what are we doing? Why are we saying there's a date night in a game that's made for literal babies, bro? And now, based on everything I've said, you could have probably figured this, but the general reception for this video has been very negative on all social media platforms. Like on Twitter, people are like dragging it through the dirt, talking about how weird it is. Some of them are dunking on the game, which is not cool, because bro, it's just the game at the end of the day. The game is not tied to everything else. I just kind of find that a little bit wrong. Roblox is the one pinning it in this light and not the game developers. Or at least that's what I think is currently going on with the situation, unless if they, you know, paid them to post this, checked before they posted it and said it was okay. Then if that's the situation, then I don't really have a defense for them. But from what I can tell, Roblox has just posted this to promote a game, and they just kind of do like a creator spotlight thing. It's weird. Everyone's talking about how dating's against the rules, and this is weird. It's a weird ad to say that, you know, they can date in this game. But another point that I saw talked about a lot is how Roblox actually banned this game in the past, which is obviously a pretty big red flag for why they're even promoting it. And it makes me think, what has the game been banned for? So it's genuinely like a concern. Why are they doubling back? Why are they saying, okay, I'm not gonna, you know, say I hate this game, I'm gonna actually promote it now, and I'm gonna put it on our biggest platform, on the main Roblox account, on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube, on all their main platforms, and just push it out to everyone. I find that really weird. And before we even get into it, I just want to say I actually think they're pretty fair for banning it for this reason. Yet again, that kind of makes me even more suspicious as to why they reinstated it and then made a video on it. So let's actually just dive into that. And well, all of this started before the game had even launched. The release got pushed back from summer of 2025 all the way to October. Moderation wiped the content off the countdown page before even players got to touch it, and it finally went live on Halloween Day. And the game didn't even survive a full week before it got taken down again. And you know, it was gone for a couple of days, but it did return with a new thumbnail and just some new basic changes. And then later it got banned again for the same reasons that I'm about to get into. And you know, after that many bans, you kind of start to think, what's actually going on? Why were they banned? It's a really weird situation, like there's no explanation. But this is what the developers actually said about it when, you know, confronted and asked about what's actually going on. And the whole entire time, it pretty much circled back to the one thing, which was female body proportions. They actually said outright on record that Roblox's moderation disproportionately targets anything representing the woman body. You know, bigger chests, wider hips, you know, curvier waists, tagging that stuff as sexual content, even when nothing explicit is even going on, which is, you know, stupid. But I do kind of understand where they're coming from, because dude, for a game meant for kids, you know, you've got it on minimal. You shouldn't be surprised when, you know, you get flagged for making your characters look slightly suggestive. Even if it's not intentional, I do understand like why there is a problem with this, and I do see why Roblox would ban that. And I honestly applaud them for it, because it is kind of weird to put that in the game and then say it's minimal rating. I just can't support that. I just think that's really weird. That goes to like almost every game on Roblox that has weird proportions for girls, because even though it could be flagged for, like, you know, it could be like an adult game, for example, right? People get their family or their parents to sign up for them, and then they're in an 18+ bracket. It's not okay to put weird proportions on a woman character on a mostly child dominated platform, and I just think that is quite wrong to begin with. So them getting banned for this is not a big surprise, and honestly, I don't blame Roblox for doing that. But that is why I'm kind of confused on why they decided to say, okay, our fault, let's like promote this game now, let's blast it everywhere on all our socials. It just doesn't make sense, bro. Putting it together with like their younger player base and promoting date night, you know, the multiple bans that they've put on this game before for weird suggestive sexual builds on characters, and then they just decide to promote it on their socials saying date night. It just feels really baity, and I feel like promoting that to kids is not the right message to be sending. We are going in the wrong direction again, Roblox. Let's do a 180 and go back to what we were doing right. Let's work on bringing in voice to text chat. Let's work on bringing in all the good new features that they were working on, and let's just stop promoting weird shit like this on our timeline, because it's just not going well for them, and every time they do it, everyone's just like, what are you you doing? I think that's all I really have to say for this video. If you think I missed anything when covering this topic, or I didn't explain enough on something, please let me know in the comments, and I'll do some more in-depth research and I'll let you know what I actually find. I'm pretty sure that covers everything for this video. I just want to say that Roblox is really not cool. This is a weird thing to post, and the fact that they're promoting a game that they have banned for sexually suggestive content in the past is just kind of wrong, given that it's a minimal rated game and it's for minors. And I think they should probably actually look into that a little bit more instead of, you know, promoting it and making date night. That is just really wrong within itself as well. Just date night's just wrong. If you made it this far into the video, comment banana bread to confuse everyone else, and please consider liking and subscribing because that'd be really cool too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.